Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're doing a little appreciation video for 3 streamers who have given me confidence in doing things like this, as well as one for myself. Now, this is going to be a hypothetical based on a question of what if streamers of the like had superpowers and costumes to go with it, and that's what we're going to look at this video here today. Now, there is one mention to one streamer in particular for what they did. I'm not going to mention who, you'll have to find out later on. And at the end, it's going to be a slight appreciation for a current streamer's 1-year streamiversary. So that'll be great. Let's go ahead and get it.
This first one is Eris Bloodfallen. Absolute vibe of verse, and we just recently did a appreciation day for her because she was going through a hard time. We wanted to show her the love and support that her entire community brings her. And that's what actually this outfit is a nod to, was for that day. Now this one is Hero. I went with this one as a basis for if she had superpowers, what her powers would A, be, and how she would approach them if she was a hero class type character. Now with this one I went for a tattooed skin. I kept the comb over to kind of fit her hairstyle that she usually does. The outfit on the other hand, I didn't know what I was kind of going to go for it because of her style. So I just kind of peeked through everything, saw what might be best. My brain operates on a velocity of that of a computer, so I had to quickly switch through. I didn't want to keep this going for too long. I was kind of going for a show of her chest as if she was to have an actual chest tattoo. That's what she would show off. Sunglasses, the whole bit. Gave her some gloves, some heavy duty boots. I don't remember what pants I used. I think I stuck with jeans. Kind of gave her a more classic look, but then a nod to the fact of her outfit style. Of course, gotta go for coloration, gotta go for the black and red. She is kind of gothy, but I know she does wear colors, so I wanted to throw a little blue in there somewhere. So, this is a nod to Eris if she was a superhero with powers. Eris Bloodfallen's villain. Now with this one I wanted to kind of give it a vibe that she is an ulivical badass that walks this earth. You know, somebody that you don't need to be messing with on the streets. I was wanting to go for a kind of mysterious, kind of spiky type vibe. She wears a trench coat, looks like an absolute badass. Sorry, I need to drink a tea. I've been trying to do this for hours. That's what my original plan was to go for a kind of badass vibe. But I decided to go and turn around and make her into a sorts of biker babe. Because, you know, biker chicks are pretty badass. Try to go for a biker babe, blue jeans, black and red. Whole shebang, you know, give her those big ass clomper boots and the spike gauntlets for when she backhands people. That's gonna end up for them in a bad time. I gotta love this one. This one is actually my personal favorite one of my personal favorites that I did of Eris's, because I had a few different designs, but this is the one that I picked to go into this. Mad Viking King, universal hero and villain. I went a different direction with this one by making it universal, so he can use it. It can be used, not he, but it, in terms of the style, can be used either way for a hero or villain, because Vikings or barbarians could have gone to either side of the moral spectrum. So I went with the closest I can to a Viking vibe, even though the armor itself was a cross between barbarian and Greco-Roman in the game. But they do not have any so much as true Viking themes. So I went with Barbarian for this one, which kind of leads off to the whole Viking feel. I went with a brown leather red horn and silver steel kind of look to kind of give it off that natural vibe. Mad Viking King service mention. This is the mention that I did for the military service, and the design I did went for a sort of Splinter Cell universal for dual pistols and rifle. So, King, thank you for your service. Have a good one. Alabasta Red Wolf, universal hero and villain. Now, I did this one of my own design for how I would see myself if I was to have superpowers, and I went for the closest aspect that I could of how I would see myself in the fact of my namesake being Alabasta and of the whole Red Wolf. He is a wolf beastkin in the purest sense, so I went with more of a mystery vibe with the boots and the coat and everything, trying to make him look classic, but I gave him red, obviously, for the color. And for the whole deal of making him wolf, I gave him nature powers because they do have a werewolf transformation for the damage for damage class, since there are four different roles for this game: DPS, healer, tank, and controller, of what we call just troller. And I did give him the eyes to kind of give the yellow tint, then I chose the wolf skin and gave him as close to a dark red as it was to actually pull off the Alabasta Red Wolf. So there's me. We've reached the finale, Taming Panda. This is where it's going to get good. Taming Panda Hero Class. Now this is the person that I mentioned having their 1-year streamiversary. So I made this as the finale to this video specifically for her as a thank you and a notion to the fact she is such a great person in its entirety. I know that this is not solely based on her for her streamiversary, but I wanted to make her as part of the finale, so I did the best I could with doing it like this. Now I wanted to give her a kind of banter to how she is, so I gave her an outfit that would probably suit her style in the fact of being the hero and slight revealing clothing, but I didn't want to go too far. So I decided that with this one I wanted to stick with the panda and the whole nature bit. So I went with the green coloring, which is going to be subject to change here momentarily. And I wanted to give her a closest to panda's red panda style, given the fact of her emotes and everything. So I went with the fox, which is the closest I could get, made it orange. Give her that red panda vibe. I stuck with the green and black, but I changed up some of the colors to add to the pop. So I hope you enjoy this one, Panda, and we will come back with the next one. Taming Panda Villain. Now with this one I wanted to go with a flirtatious vibe, kind of make it seem like she is a heartbreaker on the average. That's what I was going for with this one. Now, I did go with the fox again right out the gate instead of keeping a normal skin, because I wanted to kind of get a feel for what it would look like doing this armor design. I went with Metalhead, which is a punk rock / dominatrix type deal. For females, it's a mini skirt and a corset with a choker. Borderline absolute revealing. Alright, but they allow this, because they even allow the females to run around in sports bras and whatnot. You know, so that's a thing. Now, I went with the dark opposite, and much like Eris Bloodfawn, I went with black and red for this one. Give her that Batgirl vibe. And of course, with it, she got these mud clompers on her feet, which allow her to curb stomp people or plant them things in a person's throat if they try to get frisky with her at a nightclub. So and I went with the primary red for it. Kind of went with it. So, Panda, much love. Happy 1-year streamiversary, and I'll catch you later.